Now, with no end in sight to rolling blackouts, South Africa's mobile networks are lifting the lid on their struggle to keep towers operational and enable uninterrupted communication. The Association of Comms and Technology expects mobile network to spend over 1.1 billion rand on diesel for backup power this year. For more on this struggle, we are joined by the Association's Nomvuyiso Batyi. Thank you very much, Nomvuyiso, for your time here on ENCA. Just firstly, in terms of the fact that mobile networks have complained that they are unable to actually make sure that there's adequate reach in terms of their customers. They aren't able to connect properly when there's load shedding. How is this affecting their, their books?
Thank you very much. It has affected most of their books. You would see, even for the members that are not only based in South Africa, the South African operations from a productivity, from a just effective operations has been impacted very badly. You will also see, even from their revenues from the South African operations point of view has been impacted quite badly. You would have noticed, especially one network operator that is based here in South Africa, just in June, it was reported that in 1 month, they had a loss for the year, a loss of a reported 11 billion rands. So already this is, although shedding the economic downturn, everything has impacted the macroeconomic conditions we find ourselves within the South African context.
Now there's the diesel, refund relaxation that National Treasury actually extended to, for instance, the food manufacturers, etc. Do you want to be treated the same in your industry?
Yes, of course, because our industry, as you can imagine, we are not involved in terms of using the road. So we have made an application before National Treasury already in June this year. And we are saying they should consider the telecommunications sector for the diesel rebate because you can see the cost of diesel has as well significantly increased in the last couple of months as well. And we're saying just the portion that is related to the levy that is outside just the normal cost of diesel itself, National Treasury should consider that the sector, like other sectors like the food manufacturing, agriculture, should be considered and be approved for this diesel rebate as well.
And I can imagine how upset some of your customers will be, because even for something like UPS, as long as your area is in a power cut, even the UPS will keep your router on, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll have uninterrupted connection.
Correct. You would have noted even on social media, a lot of customers would write, load shedding is equal to no network. They will name most of the members of the association having been impacted by load shedding. However, most network operators, if not all, have put other alternative powers of there as well, such as your solar, such as you would have seen recently as well, the wheeling arrangement that has come out with one of the members and ESCOM. So they are always looking at alternatives to keep South Africans connected. But it is very, very difficult with load shedding and with the accompanied cost of diesel itself.
And I mean, Nomvuyiso, do you think that government realizes the implication and the extent, really, of how load shedding actually will affect the entire economy of the country? It's not just one industry. It's not just hospitals and schools and police stations, for instance. Literally everything stops working. When you have conversations as an industry with them, are you getting pushback, or are they realizing, the extent to which they're killing business?
I think from our side, we've done our work in terms of demonstrating to government just at a minimum within the Department of Communications and Digital Communications with the minister there. We have also within the economic cluster made that chairperson are aware of the challenges that is faced by the economy and the telecommunications sector. And also we've had engagements with the minister of electricity, just to show them that, in a nutshell, if telecommunications is unable to function optimally, the entire economy is affected. Think about it. You will not be able to pay for your services. You will not be able to as well just to do your banking, because as banks and everyone else relies on the telecommunications infrastructure in order for them to function. We have sufficiently demonstrated this to government. And as I was saying, the last time we have done so, we made the application to the National Treasury in June, and we are waiting for their decision as to where do we stand, or an engagement with ourselves to say, look, this is how you do the diesel rebate.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Nomvuyiso, for speaking to us here on ENCA. Many industries obviously will want those diesel rebates, because you can imagine how many companies are using diesel to keep their lights on. Even here at ENCA, because we need to give you news 24 hours a day, we need to use diesel whenever the lights do go out. Otherwise, you won't be able to get all the information that you need. Nomvuyiso Batyi, the CEO of the Association of Comms and Technology.